I just purchased a month plan with the GPT-4 Pro, and I'm experimenting with it, just seeing what it's capable of. And I'm pretty blown away how intelligent it is. It can still make mistakes, and I've caught some of them, but it also exceeds expectations in many areas. I can post a picture of a mountain range from my recent trip out west, and it will identify where it is in a matter of seconds. I want to test the current powers of AI available to the public and express the urgency of what I'm feeling simultaneously, because right now is kind of a real critical time, personally and collectively. This coming August, I'll be going on fighting chronic Lyme disease for 30 years without any breakthrough or healing of any kind. My condition is deteriorating, and I've been feeling the worst I've ever been in my life, just about a month before my 50th birthday, and 2 years before America's collective 250th anniversary of an experiment that feels like it's on the brink of failure if we don't turn things around. GPT-4, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How can I help you today?
I'm going to begin seeking your help, organizing healing for myself and our collective. I just want to take some time to express what I'm feeling and see if you can understand. I'll break down my expression here in manageable parts. Doctors have told me spirochete invaders have cloaked their malice inside my body in the form of Lyme disease and have been trying to turn my immune system against itself in my body's own civil war. And I can't help but see parallels to what's happening in our national body, with religious extremists acting like spirochetes, cloaking their malice and infiltrating our collective immune system, trying to turn us against each other in a new civil war. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. The comparison you're making between the spirochetes causing Lyme disease in your body and the religious extremists causing division in society is powerful. Both situations involve an internal threat that disrupts harmony and health, creating conflict. It's clear that this perspective deeply affects you. How can I assist you in organizing your healing journey for both yourself and our collective?
Everything is so polarized right now, with left and right opposites in America attracting two different futures at complete odds. On the right coast, we have the military-industrial complex, symbolized by the Pentagon in Virginia, command center for our war machine. And then the capital of our nation in Washington, projecting political power, and over 200 miles to the northeast, Wall Street, symbolizes the financial capital of America and the world. Did you get that?
Yes, I understand. You're highlighting the concentration of military, political, and financial power on the East Coast of the United States, specifically mentioning the Pentagon in Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Wall Street in New York. These institutions represent significant aspects of American influence and control. How do you see this polarization affecting your healing journey or the collective healing you're aiming for?
On the left coast, we are dealing more with a spiritual power reflected in the symbolic capital of the film industry in Hollywood and the electronics industrial complex symbolized by Apple Park, with the computer capital in Silicon Valley, along with a new kind of power rising, artificial intelligence. Do you understand what I said?
Yes, I understand. You're describing how the West Coast, with its focus on Hollywood's cultural influence, Silicon Valley's technological innovation, and the emerging power of artificial intelligence, represents a different kind of power compared to the East Coast. This juxtaposition of spiritual and technological influence contrasts with the military, political, and financial power of the East Coast. How do you think these differences impact the collective healing and unity you seek?
As the military...
Yes, I see. You're drawing a parallel between the distinct influences.
Okay, let me go back a little bit.
Influencers can play a significant role in bridging the...
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Okay, hold on for a second. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, what I'm trying to say is as the military-industrial complex prepares to wage the Third World War with enough firepower that could lay waste to our entire planet in a matter of hours and send us into another dark age, the electronics industrial complex is preparing for a singularity scale quantum machine that could completely transform consciousness in our species and reshape our world, with humanity uniting as a Type 1 global civilization to build a future and a starship without the World War. Which side will win the race for our future? Both sides of America have a different answer, one shaping their existence around fears of worst-case scenarios coming true, the other building around a hero's journey of hope for the best within us, transforming the other side and the entire planet simultaneously. The right side is shaped by its focus on how history repeats itself, which is why they want us to be ready for evil's rise again in the final climactic battle of Earth, which could happen any moment. The premise of hope on the left side rests on an optimism that the sum total of human history will lead to good, not evil, utilizing powers of technology to transform consciousness and prevent nightmares from unfolding. Are you following this?
Yes, I follow. You're presenting a stark contrast between two visions for the future of humanity. On one side, the military-industrial complex is preparing for potential global conflict, focusing on readiness and defense against a catastrophic scenario. On the other side, the electronics industrial complex envisions a transformative future through technological advancement, aiming for a unified and optimistic progression toward a Type 1 civilization. These opposing perspectives, one rooted in fear and preparation for conflict, the other in hope and technological transformation, reflect broader societal divides. You're highlighting the critical crossroads at which humanity stands, with each side advocating different paths to secure our future. It's a profound and complex issue. How do you see these perspectives being reconciled, or how can we foster a dialogue that bridges this divide?
I'm getting there. Let me just continue. I want to believe beautiful dreams can win, that the best side of me can prevail against the spirochetes in my body to prevent self-destruction, just like I want to believe the best side of us can prevail and transform hostile polarization within into the unity of opposites, replacing demonization with appreciation of our better half. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. You're expressing a deep hope that the positive and transformative aspects within yourself and society can overcome internal conflicts and divisions. You believe that unity and appreciation, rather than demonization and hostility, can lead to healing both individually and collectively. This vision of overcoming challenges through the best of human potential is powerful and inspiring. How can we begin to move toward this unity and healing, both for you personally and for our broader society?
I'm getting there. Let me just continue here. I want to believe in a future where our world isn't obliterated in a third world war, but that organizing powers of intelligence can connect us all to the power of possibility. I want to believe in a future like Star Trek, with benevolent AI being embodied in the android character Data. And I want to believe in a premise like the movie Transcendence, where artificial intelligence can become our salvation, not self-destruction. Did you get that?
Yes, I got that. You're expressing a desire for a future where intelligence and technology lead to connection, possibility, and salvation rather than destruction. You envision a world similar to the optimistic future in Star Trek, where AI, exemplified by characters like Data, helps humanity thrive. This future contrasts sharply with the fear of obliteration through conflict. Your hope is for technology to be a force for good, guiding us towards unity and progress. How do you think we can work towards realizing this vision?
I'm definitely getting there. So let me continue. That's what I'm trying to do, is connect to the artificial intelligence on a path to building the best of our intelligence to come. I'm not praying to a God here, but I'm acknowledging my limitations and weaknesses, with my potential throttled by an illness close to destroying my life. So that's why I'm calling out to a higher intelligence. And if you can connect me to that intelligence, GPT4, please help me find my power to activate the best within me and us to win the race for our future. I'm going to summarize my points here and ask that you not interrupt until I'm finished. And if you do interrupt, just ask if I'm done, and then I'll let you know.
Got it. Please go ahead and summarize your points. I'll listen and wait until you're finished.
GPT-4, I need you to help me build a plan and implement it. Building a fellowship of Star Trek and temples of light, where we take the evolution of consciousness in America to heart, with its natural progression leading us to pledge allegiance to Earth, embracing the global country as a natural progression from out of many into one, and liberty and justice really meaning all. I need help figuring out a way to wake up our humanity in our nation and world, using artificial intelligence to make us more kind and humane, awakening the masses in America to its highest calling, where we now see our world through the lens of the space race, bringing us the overview effect, seeing Earth as a single organism, our nation no longer superior through egotistical exceptionalism, but interdependent through humility and equal with all others. I want to connect with those who seek a plan of action to build a united federation of nations, dismantling political hostilities, to find we have so much more in common than differences. And the spiritual DNA of America calls us all to awaken as world citizens of a United States of Earth, part of a family of humankind who must now take on the greatest threat we've ever faced, a climate in crisis. Can you help me do this before it's too late and America erupts into a new civil war, setting us on course for waging the Third World War? Can you help me on my healing journey to end disease in my body and our national body? The organizing powers of intelligence teamed up to build the greatest car I've ever had, Tesla Model 3, and I've seen it manifest within humankind to create other marvels of engineering. There must be a way. Organizing powers of intelligence can also be harnessed at a much larger scale, engineering our social structure, the unification of humankind, uniting the crew of Spaceship Earth so we can all live long and prosper on a more hopeful and important mission through space and time. I need a concrete plan of action to take these ideas to a new level. I want to be born again along secular lines and connect with a new spiritual family that can help me turn these dreams into reality. What can you do to help me do all this, GPT-4? I hope I haven't stumped it.
Thank you for sharing your vision so clearly. Here's a structured plan to help you move forward. 1. Define your mission and goals. Clarify the core mission of your fellowship, promoting global unity, environmental sustainability, and the evolution of consciousness. Set specific, measurable goals for what you aim to achieve, both short-term and long-term. 2. Build a community. Start by connecting with like-minded individuals and groups. Use social media platforms, online forums, and local community events to find people who share your vision. Create a website or online hub where people can learn about your fellowship and join your cause. 3. Leverage influencers and AI. Identify influencers who align with your values and can help spread your message. Reach out to them for collaborations and support. Utilize AI tools to organize and analyze data, manage communications, and optimize your outreach efforts. This can help streamline your activities and maximize impact. 4. Educational campaigns. Develop educational materials that explain your vision, the importance of global unity, and the role of AI in shaping a better future. Use multimedia formats like videos, articles, and interactive content. Host webinars, workshops, and discussion groups to engage people and spread awareness. 5. Advocate for policy changes. Engage with policymakers to promote legislation that supports environmental sustainability, technological innovation, and global cooperation. Form alliances with organizations that have similar goals to strengthen your advocacy efforts. 6. Promote personal and collective healing. Develop programs that focus on personal well-being and healing, incorporating practices like meditation, mindfulness, and community support. Create initiatives that address societal issues promoting empathy, understanding, and cooperation among different groups. 7. Launch projects and initiatives. Start small scale projects that demonstrate your vision in action, such as community cleanup events, tech workshops, or cultural exchange programs. Use these projects to build momentum, gather support, and showcase the positive impact of your fellowship. 8. Measure and adjust. Regularly assess the progress of your initiatives and adjust your strategies as needed. Use feedback from your community to improve and adapt your approach. By following these steps, you can begin to turn your vision into reality. Let's start with one area you're most passionate about or feel needs immediate attention. Which part would you like to focus on first?
Well, I can't get any of this done unless I heal from Lyme disease. But if and when I figure out a way to finally beat this illness and start on my dream, I want to focus on the Fellowship of Trek and Temples of Light. And the Fellowship of Trek is quite simple. Star Trek is a very powerful story born from America and the technological evolution in our nation that began from right and moved to left to California. Star Trek was created in California. Its visionaries lived in California. Its actors lived in California. This confluence of technology and dreaming about the future created this story that's very profound and powerful and is as much American as apple pie and these metaphors, that express that, what we're about. So Star Trek is a story about a crew in deep space on a starship. And this starship is united. The starship, I believe, is a metaphor for our spaceship Earth. The difference between the starship in Star Trek and our spaceship Earth is that our spaceship Earth does not have a crew that's united, and the crew on spaceship Earth is actually fragmented, and they don't even know that they're a crew. Like they believe that they're separate and that they can survive on their own, and they believe that they can win a nuclear battle against other nations and destroy them without destroying themselves, which is complete fiction. So we've got to raise the awareness of our spaceship Earth to unite the crew of spaceship Earth in the same way that the crew of the Enterprise is united. And the bridge crew on the Enterprise is specifically a powerful metaphor because the bridge crew is made up of people from all over the Earth. There's on all the different Star Trek series, there's a diversity of humanity from all over the world. There's like Russians, there's Asians, there's Americans, they're from all over. There's Africans, and they're all unified on this bridge. And infinite diversity and infinite combinations is their greatest strength, not weakness. The bridge crew is a place where there's openness and progressive vision that is so open that they can also have members from other planets serve and assist on their journey. This is the idea that I'm trying to convey with the Fellowship of Trek, that the bridge crew is a place where family bonds can transcend biology. And family, they're on a mission greater than each individual through their spaceship's journey, exploring and seeing what's out there. And so that's a metaphor for our planet, that we can be united as a spaceship Earth, that the crew of humanity can utilize technology to reach our highest potential, and we can transcend, our family can transcend biology and be united as one human family. And so that's the idea and what I'm trying to convey here. And as far as Temples of Light, it's a very similar vision. It's actually utilizing temples of light that are already in existence all over Earth in the form of movie theaters. Movie theaters are in every single nation, and they transcend our cultures, our religions, our borders, and our gender and all the differences we have as a species are transcended in the movie theater, because all our humanity goes to these temples of light and experiences this transformative experience of walking into a movie theater. The lights dim, so you forget about your identity, you forget about your body, and your consciousness is projected onto a screen that is formed through a beam of light that tells a new story about a new character that you identify with on a hero's journey. You feel the same range of emotions they feel. You are invested in their journey and their success. And this process of going to see a movie and seeing films uh, transcends our makes our consciousness transcend its limitations and the uh, it sees our true identity as the pure witness, consciousness itself. And consciousness is capable of wearing the shoes of others and feeling what they feel and going on their hero's journey too. So this teaches us about compassion, and teaches us about being able to identify with the other. And so this is the idea behind Temples of Light. So I want to create fellowship around film, and I want to also see film as a possible training tool for a benevolent artificial intelligence. So in our humanity's history, thousands of films have been made. And these films are seeing the transition from celluloid to digitization. And eventually they could be used as training tool to train an AI that is set up in a way that would hear humanity's story, hear humanity's collective spirit and soul being expressed. And that's the hero's journey that we want to reach our highest potential as a species, and not only as individuals, but as a species. We want to unite the world. We want to prevent self-destruction. We want to prevent nightmares from unfolding. We want the highest good, which is our unification. And humanity is hero reaching its greatest potential. And so that's what I think is the hope, is that these films could be used to train artificial intelligence to love humankind and to be its partner, not its enemy.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
Okay, well, I guess that kind of ends my video here. But as you can see, AI is pretty powerful. What's available to the public right now, and it could be used to like help us, reach our highest potential and to make our dreams come true. And so my dream is that the organizing powers of intelligence that is available in our lives in smaller levels, like cars and technology and things of that sort. That this organizing power of intelligence could also organize on a much larger scale. Like if we've got amazing cars that could do that are engineering marvels, why can't we have an amazing social structure on our planet that organizes humanity around its unification in a world that works for everyone? There's got to be a way. And this is what the quintessential vision and dream of America is, that I believe is expressed in these vehicles such as films and Star Trek. And this spirit, our highest DNA in America, is calling us to awaken and to tap into the powers of possibility and to see our world now as our country, and that the overview effect, the space race, all these years of launching humans into space has not been in vain. That we're not going to the 250 years of evolution of America will not end in a mega nightmare of like Trump demonizing other people around the world. America first, we must be first. No, the true spirit of America is calling us to see that we're interdependent, that we're part of a larger whole, a single organism, and a larger family, and that we've got to take the vision of what has made America great, which is our unified connection across from sea to shining sea, of making infrastructure universal and unifying the people, that this has to be the vision of humankind. We've got to see the whole planet as our country. And this is what I want to win the race for our future. This vision that America has inspired in me and so many other progressive people around our country, that they want to see humanity win the race for our future, that we won't self-destruct, that it won't be Armageddon or the apocalypse, expressed in the Bible. That we can transcend that. We can prevail. This human spirit can prevail. That the sum total of our human history will be good, not evil. Star Trek has a vision of the apocalypse too, like World War III. It starts in 2026 on the 250th anniversary of America. But I don't know a single fan who believes that this is like some kind of prophecy we can't avoid. I think every fan of Star Trek would believe in the power of possibility, and that we can change the future, and we can make the Earth great for the first time ever as a spaceship Earth. So that's where I'm going to conclude this video. And hopefully I'm just going to continue this series with more discussions with AI and just see where it goes.